well, look who's come to see me. Hi, Rook. Hey, Trouble. Look at that. My favorite kind of trouble. Hey, Rook. If you ever want to skip stones and pretend it clears your mind, you know where to find me. Look, I realize you just kissed a girl, and now I've got you chasing leads.
I realize I kissed Neve GALLUS, and this is part of your charm.
And I thought you were sweet before. I can feel blood magic here. Haley is getting stronger. And her ritual. I've got a sick feeling it's going to work.
You'll decide how this ends.
Maybe. Just stick with me, Trouble.
You got it.
Rook, what I said before. I want things to go our way, I do.
I know.
Just find a way out. Can you do that, Trouble?
I can if you can.
So, you and Rook?
Do I want to know where this is going?
It's not going anywhere. I don't mean your relationship's not going anywhere. I mean my question.
Right.
It's just nice, and you can solve cases together.
We could do that before.
But now, it's romantic.
So, Neve. Out late with Rook, I hear.
Oh, yeah. Just skipping stones.
That all?
Why? You hear something different?
Don't need to. Rook had a bounce in their step. Wasn't just from tossing rocks.
Well, you know Rook. Probably sprained an ankle.
I heard that.
So, you and Neve.
Are you looking out for me? Or looking to confirm gossip on my love life?
Just go with the first one.
Aww.
So, you and Rook? Nice.
I've got the feeling I missed something.
Adari. I can smell it.
Thanks, Taj.
Well, that's...
On both of you.
Oh, really? Well, that's interesting.
Thanks, Taj.
Rook's Delver of the Truth. A mage who would provide me with both blood and ice from her veins.
Inspired. Consider it done.
Rook, she means...
If they touch you, death will be the least of their problems.
It's all blood magic and tears, and the second most innocent character was the killer.
I tried to warn you.
It hinted at a third series. Maybe things get better.
I hate to break it to you, but the paper said the run is over.
What? No, but it can't end here.
Sounds like a typical serial to me. All right, Belle. There's a rumor among the Docktown paper sellers. The author for your serial had notes on a third series.
Really?
It's never getting printed. I'll tell you that up front. But if I track down the notes...
Yes, please. Oh, wow.
What?
Does this mean you're working a case for me? The author note caper.
Let's not jump to caper before I've started. So, Belle, how's the author note caper end?
There were more than just notes. He'd written the last chapter, and there were drawings of some of the characters.
Look at that. Happy ending after all.
Yes. Well, not in the story. That was tragic. But yes.
Good enough.
Neve GALLUS, the elven slaves of Minrathous say you are one of the Shadow Dragons, fighting for their freedom.
As did you. One of the few things we agree on. A shame you killed Varric.
You were there. You saw that it was an accident.
And I saw the magic you threw around just now. You could have stopped him without killing him.
I was losing control of the ritual. All of my power was focused on keeping it in check, none of which brings Varric back.
Oh, another thing we agree on. Of course, then you used blood magic to make Rook forget. Is there a pretty excuse for that? Or should it be a warning to the rest of us?
Stay safe, Rook. And make sure Neve doesn't get herself killed.
Rook? Rook!
What? Were you talking to me? Sorry, they're very loud.
Neve, are you hurt?
Not a scratch, Trouble. Let's end this.
I got a letter from Strife and Ireland.
And how are the Veil Jumpers?
Good. Stressed. Busy. The usual. They found an artifact recently. Small. Strange hum. All it seems to do is repel wisps.
Really? Don't suppose they'd let me borrow it?
I can ask. You know, I like it here. This space, sometimes I feel like it was waiting for me.
Well, that...
And not lying in wait. That's where you were going, wasn't it? Or somewhere close?
Caught me there.
I wonder if the pros offer lessons. Or just training, even.
Looking to learn their techniques?
Oh, no, not that. I don't want to be an assassin. Not really. But it's always good to learn new things, some of them assassin adjacent.
Not scary at all.
Do you ever wonder what the fade smells like to a squirrel?
No.
Hey, Lucanus, you haven't seen a glowing crystal, have you? About this big?
In the pantry?
It, might be moving around. Crawling, even.
I'll keep watch.
Pal, it's good to see you busy.
People need to eat. You checking up on me?
Just happy to see my favorite fish fry merchant.
Milk, eggs, cheese bread. Milk, eggs, cheese bread.
Restocking the pantry?
Yep, I repeat the list to myself so I remember.
Is that really all we need?
It's all some people will eat. What did you think of the cacciapuri? The ones that didn't catch fire.
They're a real treat, Belle. So the wardens uncover a journal. It leads to a clutch of griffin eggs, and the damn things hatch.
Is there a question in there?
Usually there would be. Guess I'm still stunned.
Come on. You must have seen Stranger.
Sure, but I wish I'd seen that.
Neve, I'm almost done with the next part of my story. Do you think you could read it? You can be completely honest about what you think and,
Sure thing, Belle. I'll take a look when you're ready.
Great. Thank you.
Did you stay up all night again? Those blinks are stretching pretty long.
No. Well, yes, sort of. But I think I'm onto something.
Look, I know I'm not one to talk, but even I sleep sometimes. You need to rest.
I will. Soon. I promise.
I wish I could believe that. You dozed off in your breakfast this morning. You might think about getting some rest.
I did. A little bit. At least an hour. I had a thought, and that became a plan, and then it was breakfast.
Just try not to fall asleep somewhere dangerous.
Oh, don't worry. Lucanus gave me some coffee. I'll be fine, I'm sure.
Well, you and coffee should mix well.
I thought I'd let go of Syrian the first time. I didn't. Not really. This time, I don't know. I still don't know if I will.
You never do. Funny, the things that wake you up years after you think they're gone.
I'm at peace with it. Real peace this time. So even if I carry it with me, it's lighter now. Maybe I'm not making sense. Am I making sense?
More than you think.
Are you close with your family?
Not many of them.
Oh.
The ones who care about me care. If the rest want a piece of my story, they can read the papers like everyone else.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
You're fine. For all my troubles, can't say I don't get by on my own. And sometimes you'll find the people who'll stick.
Neve, I just wanted to say what you did back in Arlethan. Thank you. Really, you're a good friend. A really, really good friend.
You helped me as much as I helped you. But you're welcome.
I never had a sister, but, well, you're one to me. And that means a lot.
Trying to pull the heartstrings means a lot to me too, Belle. And right back at you.
Neve, what are you doing here?
What? You know I show up for you, Belle. They'd only let one of us come, though. The rest send their regards, especially Emmerich.
I'm just... Wow. Thank you, Neve. And everyone else.
Hey, as long as I'm around, you've got family. All right, go on and light the brazier.
So, I was wondering... You know what? It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Not suspicious at all.
Well, since you can make people shadow dragons, I was just wondering...
Do you want to be a shadow dragon, Belle?
Yes. More than anything, yes!
You would have let Sam walk.
If that's what he wanted, didn't seem right to make the decision for him.
Not sorry he stayed, though.
I would have been miserable if he left. You must be happy about it, too. Who would you spoil without a son around?
Spoil? That bird's spreading rumors about me again.
Neve, those civil engineers you sent from Minrathis are a great help.
Who said that was me?
They went directly to Treviso's southern lock gates, which I remember mentioning to you the other day.
Look, I was owed a favor, and I've got nothing for an engineer to do. Now everything's square.
Whatever the reason, thank you.
Now I understand why you didn't want me rushing into things. After Brahm.
It got him killed.
I'm sorry if I was dismissive before.
You didn't know, and look, I say we put it behind us.
I can do that. So, Neve, I know our powers are different.
This should be interesting.
It's nothing interesting. Just... Please tell me you messed up sometimes.
Still do. Sometimes it's even magic-related.
That's good to hear. Thanks.
Sure. And there's no reason you asked.
Not anymore.
You're getting the hang of those powers.
Really? I'm trying. It's all... Honestly, I don't know yet.
Fair enough. What you're drawing from, it's not like my magic.
Which means no one can tell if I'm doing this right.
Or it means you make the rules.
That's even more pressure.
So, are you getting used to your new abilities?
I'll be getting used to them forever.
Fair enough. We can't be sure you're even mortal anymore.
What? I was just exaggerating. What do you mean I might not be mortal? Neve? Neve!
Signed up for quite the job, didn't we?
I'm glad you were there. That you're still here.
Back at you, Lace.
Now we finish this. For Varric.
For Varric.
You're not gonna ask about my mother?
I wasn't planning on it.
Most of the others did.
I know. I also know that some things... There's only so much you can talk about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Tevinter likes dragons because you're old gods?
Something like that.
Then what's with the snakes? There are snakes painted everywhere.
The snakes are like little dragons.
What? They are not.
Sure. Scales, sinuous, dangerous in their own way.
They don't have legs. You're making this up.
Or am I making a case for snake dragons? You saw Katerina recently. How is she?
The same as always. She's been through too much. She should take some time. But will she listen to me? There's no arguing with her.
If you need a leg to stand on, I've got a spare.
Not even that could save me.
Aren't you want to watch?
How's your chest?
That's my kind of trouble.
I wanted to ask, Neve. You had your concerns about me at first.
A few.
But not Manfred?
What can I say? He's a good egg.
Quite right.
You read the papers? There's already gossip about Rana and I on a case.
Well, you have been running all those advertisements.
Rana's idea.
And has her assistance lightened your burdens?
We're splitting scandalous mentions in the papers.
Ah.
All right. A few things got a bit easier.
your friend Rana actually left the Templars?
Doesn't happen as much in Navarra.
Not at all. I'm sure Rana's assistance in handling your cases will be most helpful.
I've got a system for sorting all my papers, Emmerich.
You have?
Now you sound like Rana. Emmerich, how familiar are you with Tevinter swear words?
I wouldn't say I'm fluent.
Right. So if Fred says, Venhidas, I didn't teach him that. I just spilled my damn coffee.
Oh dear. Docktown feels brighter these days.
With Alia gone, the place got a weight off its shoulders.
That man down there with the fish stall offered me a meal the other day.
So you charmed Hallos?
Not exactly. His words were, for any friend of Neve's.
Well, nice of him. You try his fish?
I took a plate of fried leeks and potatoes. Quite good, actually.
If I promise to only slightly murder them, can I borrow some coffee beans?
Fine.
On, Steven! Well, you can't miss it. Well, that's... She's not going for subtle.
So Manfred speaks. That'll get the other watchers talking.
And they said a simple wisp could only grow so much. I knew he was learning quickly outside the necropolis, but this level of complexity is remarkable.
Well, Fred's always been remarkable. Could have told you that.
Oh, you must tell him so afterwards.
I haven't seen this many stuffy mages in one place since, well, Minrathus.
Some necromancer celebrations are considered the height of Navarra's social season, Neve.
And I'm sure Morn Watch parties are up there.
Well, you'll just have to attend one yourself.
Ooh, I'll need a new hat.
Tried talking to one of the shadow dragons about dragons. That one you fought was the first real one he'd seen.
We don't get many live dragons in the city. Probably a first for most people.
Huh. Let me know if your friends want to see another one. I'll help them out.
Just bring them back breathing.
It'll be fine. I'll find a small one. You can make a wall out of ice.
If I need to.
Let's say a mage attacks it with fire. Who wins?
Depends on who's better, or who gets tired first.
What if I use my fire breath? How's that end?
With the two of us standing in a puddle.
A tie? Yeah, sounds right.
The advertisement Rana made isn't bad.
Not you two.
Your name's in the paper anyway. Why not use it to your advantage?
Trust a crow to see the bright side of fame. Do I leave calling cards next?
I mean, if they had a slick design. Wait, what's that look? You're thinking about it.
If it was something understated.
Hey, nice job stopping Alia.
Thanks.
Did you get one of her rings or something? Something you can wear to show everyone you got her?
Doesn't work that way in Tevinter. At least, not for the reputation I'm going for.
That's stupid. Maybe you can make an amulet with Alia's name on it.
Why would I want that?
To show you beat her.
I carry enough. Thanks. And I'm not looking to show off.
But that's...
Tosh, that story about Wyborn and his griffin bone idol. I thought Ravani wore jewelry as a way to brag, but it's not just that.
We wear our stories. Sometimes they're for others, sometimes they're for ourselves. So you have something to hold on to when it feels like you haven't done enough.
I get that. But don't worry. I'm not lacking purpose now that Alia's gone. Docktown will remind me, if I forget.
Okay. Good.
Elgonard's archdemon. You've never seen a dragon that big.
Nope. Elgarnon messed with her to make her bigger.
Well, first time and all that. Isn't this exciting?
Gonna be a big fight.
I could live with half as much excitement. A quarter. Maybe something the size of an archfennec.
Ugh, I'll just sneak up on us.
You got me there.
I have friends in Minrathus. Do you know...
I don't know everyone in the city.
You know the Viper, and everyone thinks he's a myth.
Sure.
And Dorian.
Oh, he's not quiet. And he's one of ours.
What about the elf who makes tiny cakes?
Dartara?
I made that one up.
You should meet her. It's damn good cake.
Full moon's just ahead. Everybody ready?
I'm with you, Trouble. All the way.
Let's finish this.